What's going on, YouTube? Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, new subscribers and returning subscribers. Hello to you too, my love. Absolutely. New moon in Capricorn. Now, the new moon in Capricorn was at 12 degrees. Now it's around 17 degrees, and it's still in the same energy of the second decan for the moon in Capricorn. But the moon in Capricorn at 12 degrees is connected to wealth. That's connected to your spirituality. Very close to achieving your goals here. But that just came out and it says a new start is coming, new moon, as I'm just shuffling through. As we're having a little chit chat before we get into our messages. So, new moon in Capricorn at 12 degrees. It's, like I said, that energy of wealth as it relates to your spirituality. Prior to that, we had Mercury conjunction Pluto, with them being in the sign of Capricorn, which was all about receiving spiritual, intuitive insights about those sensitive psychological areas that you may have swept under the rug. This could also have something to do with what you are transforming within your own bloodline and how deeply it connects to you and your spirituality and your development evolution when it comes to why you're here in this lifetime. On Instagram, we'll see if some of those messages pull through, but we already had a new moon in Capricorn reading over that way. So if you're following me on IG, you would already have seen that, or will be viewing that when you have the moment. But it was pretty interesting because it really showed the importance of going within, to know self, to really cultivate inner peace daily. Because in moments like the new moons, where you want to set intentions, as you do have a clean slate, setting those intentions with the clean slate is obviously important, right? The Mercury conjunction Pluto was bringing up a lot of insight that if it wasn't for that energy and alignment, it may not have been as intense, because Pluto has a lot to do with intensity. And Mercury has a lot to do with your brain, and your brain instructs your body. But the beauty about all of that is that you are the central intelligence that feeds the mind and allows it to go into the process that it goes through to connect you to experiences in your reality. That alarm has been doing the most. However, it's 9:37. 9 and 10. It seems like some of your spirit guides are ringing the alarm as to this is why you went through this phase, so that when you get to this new moon in Capricorn, you can manifest the life that you've been desiring. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn puts you through obstacles and challenges for you to gain wisdom about your foundation, about certain traditions, and seeing if those experiences align with why you're here, your purpose, your North Node. This could also be connected to your own past life. Not so much, when I say your own past life, I mean before this lifetime. Traditions from a lifetime before this lifetime. That spot could actually be a point where you begin to remember your ancient abilities. Because we do have Jupiter and Pisces, don't we? But that Jupiter and Pisces energy is flowing through Saturn's energy as far as the first decan of Pisces, which is walking away from those things that no longer serve you in order for you to be of service. We are in the 6th year now, right? Now 6 is popped on now new romantic cycle begins, very close to achieving the goal. Time to take action and plan. Now 6 has a lot to do with the home, the family, bringing balance and harmony. It's also connected to stability, emotional stability. Now, we can look at the number 6 and connect that to both Gemini and Virgo energy, as Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so is Gemini. Now, Gemini is connected to this number 6 major arcana in the tarot spread, which is the Lovers, which is also about making a choice. What are you going to choose? You have the will, the free will, or the will of choice. Because in everything in this realm, we pay for, even if it's just with our attention, right? So, full moon in Cancer is out here, which is the full moon will be approaching in this Capricorn season. Personal issue reaching a resolution. What is that personal issue, especially with that Jupiter and Pisces? Now, Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. What is that? What's the issue? What's the problem? What's the solution? To get to these solutions, we want to use the vibration of that number 6 in Virgo to analyze. Does not mean overthink or over-analyze for that matter. So when you're analyzing what it is that you feel, it may take you back down memory lane to a situation that could have been traumatic. However, first thing I would love for you to realize is that that situation happened, but you're here right now, right? And as these feelings begin to rise up, as Pluto would do that for you, it would put things right in front of your face with such intensity for you to make a decision. There goes that Mercury energy. Make that decision that is in alignment to your North Node. North Node right now is in Gemini, the South Node is in Sagittarius, and it will be shifting into North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio as of the 19th in January. Let's not forget Pluto return the US February 19th. Now, February 19th is connected to the 7 of Swords. Now, we know that tarot card to be a card of deception, but it's also about taking calculated risk. And I like to look at risk as renewal and source knowledge. This is the age of Aquarius, the age of information. What do you now know? And who, what, when, where, and why when it comes to that knowing are you doing in terms of application, applying it to your life. You see, the energy around us is intense but magical. Nothing in this life is a coincidence. Let's get into our messages. Thank you, Source, Infinite Creator of all ancestor spirit guides, for allowing me to relay this message to the collective for this new moon, Capricorn of 12 degrees. 12 also being Pisces energy, the unknown, the imagination, the spirituality, connected to the soul for its higher purpose. Divine Creator of all, Source, guide me through these messages. Ashe. So it is. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. We're going to start with the Moonology deck since we've been shuffling through this, right? 944. Nine is a very powerful number because it is direct, fiery, with great target. So this is a day 1/2/2022 that comes up to a 9, but we're looking at the number 2. So being direct with balancing the divine feminine, divine masculine within oneself. We have here coming out for you first, the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. And I feel that this actually came out as well because let me just double check something. See what degrees the moon is in right now. Let's see. It's at 17, which will make it the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So the use and action of your will when it comes to restrictions. Now you can look at restrictions or resistance as a point of strength because it shows you your strong points. There comes a point where you have to shift. So the energy is gaining momentum for you to tweak, hone, and adjust. So when it's time to move forward, you have crossed all your T's and dotted your I's, and the vision is clear. Okay, let's see what else we got coming up for you. We have faith in your dreams, another waxing message. Waxing crescent. This is specific to having courage to move forward. Really trusting your gut. That central or center point within you. Your center of mass is your core, which is connected to your spine. The strong core, the strong back. Now there's a time where in order for you to receive that enlightenment, you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. There goes that obstacle, there goes that challenge. But in this new moon, Capricorn, 12 degrees, those challenges are giving you the strength right in this very moment to decide what it is that you truly want based on your spirituality and your life purpose. Let's see what's next. I love doing these readings for YouTube. It's definitely a different vibe. It's energy. The energy is gaining momentum. What do you need to release? What do you need to release, collective? Is it a way of thinking? Because first you want to start within. And once you get that work in order, you may realize that things in your external environment have already shifted. Okay? And then there may be things that you may have to actually do once you reach this point of releasing what it is that's going on within you first. It says here, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So make a decision. You and your loved ones are safe. It seems like it's important for you to make a decision, because if you're the chosen one within your family, what you do really helps everyone around you, even if they are not consciously aware of that. That information that you have, that power that you have, is sitting in their subconscious as well. And they also play their role in waking you up with the opposite end of your high frequency. Everything has a purpose. Without knowing the purpose, abuse is inevitable. Okay, so let's see what's next. The end to a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, and then the new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Jupiter is on your side. Divine energy is on your side. What do you need to release? This could be a way of manifesting as need is to lack, and we do have the full moon in Capricorn, but this is the new moon in Capricorn. That IG reading, there was a lot of full moon energy coming on out that was really speaking about the balance between a divine feminine and masculine within oneself, because there's so much that's going to already be changing with this Pluto return when it comes to structures, especially in the area of finance. So the end to a tough cycle approaches because you have Jupiter on your side, expansion on your side, truth on your side. Now, truth is not something that can be tasty because it's truth. It's there to set you free. Let's see what the oracle messages are. You are good enough. Go for it. Full moon in Virgo. There's a major cycle completing for the collective. There's a reset. This reset is real. So real. It's been happening. Okay. It's getting to a point where the collective is going to be able to do things that they only feel happens in films. Right in this age of Aquarius, most of the films are real. Majority of them are. But with this new moon in Capricorn, is asking for you to step outside the box. Step outside the box. Especially when coding things within the box. Right? Let's see what the message is. What's the message? What's this? Pluto. Your ability to transform and take a big leap forward in rebirth. You just keep being Pluto was like, I'm here. Ooh, divine will. 12, let go of fear. 12, Pisces energy, 12th house energy, which is the house of illusions, imagination, spirituality, hygiene, the lungs. Here goes that breathing now. It's amazing how that dwells in that energy and also connected to the spirit. If you take that moment to cultivate inner peace and breathe, you'd be surprised as to where that will take you. A lot of these cycles that you may have been putting a certain amount of force to end, breathe. Be still. Connect with source. Connect with your higher self. Connect with your spirit. Because that's the way this new moon in Capricorn is going to be on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is 9th house energy. Okay. And that 9th house is connected to God. And then the polar opposite being Gemini, Mercury's energy, thoughts. What are your godly thoughts? What are they? Do you know what they are? Do you know who you are? As God. Limitless. 20, which is judgment. Blowing the trumpet. It's time to wake up from that slumber. Wake now. Are you ready to take this big leap forward and receive what it is that you desire without fear, without doubt, without confusion? Now, they also mentioned that Neptune is confusion. And why is that? Because it's divine energy. It's not something you can explain with words. It's an essence. Similar to how the universe doesn't have a sense of humor, we do. We as in the physical body. Source just is, which is why you have to be mindful of your thoughts, because it's giving you what you're putting more energy to, what you're paying more attention to. Right? So it says limitless. Let go of that fear and release all limits. So let go of fear and let go of the limitations that you've been placing on yourself. Okay? Because you can feel that tug of war not doing so with the energies that are available to you right now to manifest beyond fear. Fear is just a false evidence, false creation within your own imagination about what's appearing real to you. Realize you have the power to shift that. Okay? So, let's get another message. Cosmic connection, number 11. Just as we finished talking about it, my heart's like, energy is real. And it came out with balance, too. Welcome to the second. Look, it's the same energies. As above, so below. Right here in your face. Some of you may be a life path 11 or 2. 220 could also be significant, or 211. As far as Pluto's energy, we have 11 too. Let's get one more message here. It keeps on pulling out 2 cards right now. The next message that came on did the same thing it did last time. This is Hope, which is number 16. Now, to hope, you're in a space where you have to reconnect with your faith. With number 16, we already know that's the Tower card. And I say reconnect with your faith because it's being tested. Truly have faith that if you release this, you can walk into the unknown and trust that your cosmic connection is going to bring this refinement and this balance, as long as you keep doing the work that you have the power to do. The who, what, when, where, and why. Next message. Eternal union. Straight like that. Eternal union happening within you first. Ashe to the Ankh. New love is forming, collective. And this was a similar message in the live. Come through with the love energy, baby. Let's see what's at the top. This is, believe. Look at that. Believe. It's the Emperor. Believe in the root of your power. Believe in the root of your power. Believe in the root of your power. Cosmic connection. This is what I'm feeling from that. See that Om symbol. Okay. The water, the fire, the root of the land, the air, the source. Connect to the root of your power. I'm going to take these up. I'm going to pull some of these oracle messages. Bring it. It's time to fly. Ready? Ready? Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you. Right up in your community, source is gonna find you. If you're ready to take that leap of faith. Number 8. Ready? Time to go. Source showing up. Come through, universe. What's the message for the collective? Time to go. Time to go where? Go away from things that are not for you. That's one. Chess, not checkers. Checkmate. You know what you know. And when it's time to check certain situations, you do so. But anything vibrating from that energy of number 9, be very mindful, be very careful. As the words you speak can cut extremely deep, or they can heal. Okay? So, Move away from what's not for you, you walk right into milk and honey. Some of you were asking, where am I going? Why would I go? Why came out? This is number 4. Because there's stable foundations ahead. Your prosperity lies ahead. You were just in the cycle. Now it's time for a new beginning. New fiscal year 6. Okay, 6 again is connected to spirituality, balance and harmony, home and health. Just looking at the number in itself. I love the way King Simon was talking about the number 9. It's like having the sword with the handle, similar to the 6 too. But the 6 is more so having the sword down and allowing the divine frequency to flow through you, developing your spirit to connect to higher vibrational situations or environments. You don't have to feel like you got to take somebody's head up their shoulders. Cosmic connection 31 and 51, the 3 and the 5, the high priestess, the empress and the high priest. The empress has developed into a space. This could be the divine feminine within the masculine. Ooh. There goes that 3 as I talk. Bringing in that solar power, bringing in everything that allows everything around you to grow. Now you see how important it is if you are that person who is the chosen one in your bloodline to do what it is that you're supposed to do. Granted, there may be situations where, you're like, damn, but why is this happening to me? Well, because you are here to, for some, be the obstacle and break the obstacle simultaneously. Okay? Bringing life a new meaning to self, therefore it's happening to those around you. Right? Now, this divine feminine energy, empress energy within the masculine and within the feminine has reached the point of that holy trinity, because the Hierophant has 3 levels: past, the present, and the future. Being able to connect to source from what it is that you have seen or experienced in the past and in the present, or through life and death. Now, death allows you to have a rebirth. It's a transformational phase. It's the shedding of old skin. It's going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. But within that chrysalis stage now is when you start to build the essence of being solar power, that golden ray energy, that 144 energy. Okay. All in with divine justice, the 3 and the 5 being all in with source, the mother, the great mother that is divine feminine, divine masculine, and source energy. Time to fly. Time to fly. It's time. So now that it's time, the plan is being worked on in front of you and behind the scenes. Now, this full moon in Capricorn, I love seeing it because that happens during Cancer season. So July 7, the universe is mental. You're building again from the root right on up to manifest that reality and connecting to a greater power. Let's see what these messages have to say here. Let's go to the tarot cards. We're going to use the Mermaid Tarot. What's the message here for the collective source? Thank you for what you've given us thus far. We're going to go to the energy first. We're going to check the energy first of this message. We're going to do that first. Give me 1 second. That 1 second already passed. You feel? Oh. What is the energy for the collective? Ooh, wow. Forewarning, just stay on your path. Just stay on your path. Whatever it is that you had in this heart space or what you consider to be love is going through a massive change. Come through, Oyashe. Oya cleans up what you have yet to clean up, or those winds of change clean up what you have yet to clean up, because enough is enough. And it's time for you to fly. So in order for you to fly, these things have to go. Moon, new moon is a moment of darkness. The moon is dark. Wearing connections in a thinking woman. Just that popped through. Whoop, healer of the ages. 6. What's the message connected to this source? What is the energy? And 10. The energy is connected to the angel of love. This transformation is connecting you to higher levels of love. Well, actual love. It's not even high level. Love is a high level. The angel of love, the angles. Okay. The planets are aligning. That's what angels are. Planets, stars aligning, creating foundations that allows this love to grow. What else? Storm. Number 10. Enough of deceiving oneself. That is 2211 on my phone because it's 1011. It's 2211. 25, number 7, which is also that 7 of Swords energy. So we're going back to this Pluto and Aquarius vibe. Pluto return February 19 at 10:22. The wheel of fate is turning for there to be a rebuild for what the actual purpose is, because when Pluto returns, it asks whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're thinking, is it in alignment to your purpose? And while you're here, the North Node, South Node, or are you still living in the past, in old traditions? Because that's not going to get you to the highest frequency, love. I look like a whole phoenix in my forehead just now. Two, again, journey. Now, where she's going in these different directions is going towards this storm. all the enlightenment you have received is allowing you to walk right into the storm, because you are the storm. You, or if it's not you, then you have someone in your environment that's being that. And you're aware of it, and it's allowing you to shift however this fits for you. Now the how belongs to source, so you know within your spirit where this energy resides within you. Rest and rejuvenation is at the bottom of the deck, which is connected to the Four of Swords. Right? Now the Four of Swords is Jupiter and Libra. And expansion happens when you're able to put things to rest and really lay on this sword of truth. Now, laying on the sword is obviously not comfortable. This is all about going down that memory lane, venting things out with yourself, not with someone else, because venting through someone else is giving off your energy. And those of you who are allowing people to vent with you, make sure you know what that means. Do not take that lightly. Energy is fluid. It can't be created nor destroyed, but you are responsible for the frequency, how high or how low you go when the energy approaches you. Some of you may have to put that to rest where you're helping people, but it may not even be. That's what came up in the reading on IG, that what some of you may be putting to rest is the realization that you helping someone ascend isn't actually helping. You could be fast tracking something, and that's basically, I would say, cheating the process. Because if you fast forward someone through their process, they're going to miss something that was actually going to be essential to their process. Get it? You want to help people. Everybody has to hold himself accountable for his or her own healing. Right? So, see what you got next here. Blossoming abundance. $23. Whatever it was that you have planted by going in those depths of those emotions, and with Pluto asking these questions, you're now prepared to go through this storm. Clear it up once and for all. Final draft. Clear it up, clear it up, clear it up. So you can really connect to the stability and longevity when it comes to love. Loving. Romance. Work. Your career. Now, one of the things I would always say before too was that your job is something you apply for. Your work you cannot find, because your work is connected to your soul. Your work, I like to see that more as co-creating with the universe. You have things that you normally see. This could either be, depending on how you see this could be a pond, this could be a reflection. Because you have an owl, this is basically, you're seeing the middle or the bottom of the water, but there's an owl, there's things that you normally see on land in this water. You see, Pluto is it's water energy, or it's also connected to Mars as well. So it's that steam, condensation, the mystery within you. That's what your emotions are. But the deeper you go, the more you get to connect to different programs or different parts of you, to connect to this here, what it is that you're creating around you. We have indecision at the bottom of the deck. Woman holding a coin, which could be the Queen of Pentacles. Number 42, 6. But again, like I said, the cat is all about being able to see the different realms through the mind's eye. And when you have that vision, the universe knows you're ready. That's when you become that storm. Now, all that's not connected to the vision of love, which allows you to create even that dark matter as well. There's a lot of love in there because it keeps things. It's a lot of love in the dark space because in the dark is where you can see the light the most once you decide to turn it on. Okay. Let's finish this off with the tarot cards, Mermaid Tarot. Whoa. The Four of Cups. Morning Cancer energy. Okay. Now, whatever you could be experiencing at this time that feels like a tarot moment, allow yourself to filter it through without external substances. Because I truly feel that that could be part of the journey and manifestation, is doing away with certain old habits or addictions. Okay, so we have the moon at the bottom of the deck here. Now the Four of Cups is connected to the moon in Cancer. Under that's the King of Swords, which is having a strategy. The mind becomes clearer when you clear away emotions that distract you from the vision, or things, substances that distract you from the reason why you may be going through this process. Do what you do, but at the same time, just be mindful that there could be a moment where you're one who has a certain ability, maybe getting tested to see if you can handle by going within. The same reason you will step outside of yourself to relax. Can you do that and cultivate the inner peace and go with it? Wow, it flipped. The Strength card. And the whale is extremely ancient as well. The whales are older than the Bible. Let's just start there. So, you have the strength to move past this, because this is showing me the storm right here. That journey of the storm that you've been experiencing, or will experience one more time, but from a higher perspective, it may not even seem like a storm. It's 1022 right now. That Pluto return energy, pop it through here. Allowing yourself to dive deep, to rise back on up. Because when the North Node is in Taurus, you're identifying the soul in all things. And with the South Node in Scorpio, identifying the soul in all things is going to allow that phoenix or that rebirth to happen in a way that will be much more stable than any other time. What else? You have the Four of Cups, the Strength card, followed by the Four of Swords. Get there. In an ice box. I got this ice box where my heart used to be. You got bears, wolves, rabbits. You have all of your spirit guides around you, surrounding you. You're all good. The end to a tough cycle approaches, which is why you have all of this intense energy that's going to help you shift. Remember, the first card that came out was Pluto. Your ability to transform and take a big leap forward. What does that mean to you, collective? What do you need to release for that to happen? Because the energy is gaining momentum. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is connected to the moon in Taurus. Wow, this reminds me of, I mentioned this in the IG video as well. Can You Feel It video, Michael Jackson. The visual is incredible for what's happening right now. I highly suggest checking it out. I may even put the link in the bio for you. Not may, I will. But the Six of Pentacles really talks about your emotions connected to your self-worth, what you truly value. Therefore, there are certain traditions you may have to do away with in order for you to fully connect to that core of your ancient abilities, ancient knowing. It's time to fly, Source said so many times. The High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles, divine timing, talking about limitless, and there goes the moon again. This divine timing, the rebirth of a cycle here. This right here it's I say these ancient abilities are coming up, and it's divine timing for it to be utilized and applied. Therefore, this is an energy you seek validation within you and your spirit guides and source. Make sure when it comes to these spirit guides, you have guides that are actually there for you and not blocking you. Sirens pass through. And this Seven of Pentacles will connect to Saturn, Taurus, again. When you know your value, your core values, Taurus energy is also the Hierophant, that spirituality. Divine timing is at play. Like I said, July will be the full moon in Capricorn. So you're planting the seeds. So by spring, you're seeing the growth of the work that you put in. Look at it this way. Move as though Source has told you, whatever you want right now, I'll give it to you in July. Straight up, I'll give it to you in July. If you stay consistent, put action behind the decision. Think about that. Feel that. Be that. That is your message, y'all. I love you. Take care.